Right, I don't know if you can read that. Hopefully you can. Heat burst. If you slept badly last night, could be why. This relates to my tomatoes. Um, a month ago, the tomatoes were putting out loads of flowers, setting fruit, no problem. And we've had a drop in temperatures in the daytime. Um, and the tomatoes are completely dormant in terms of putting out flowers. And we're going to have a look at them in a minute. But not completely, but they are pretty dormant. And so I looked through the forums to see why tomatoes might stop setting. And apparently, if nighttime temperatures hit above 27 degrees or something, they'll flower, but they won't. They don't like setting fruit. Um, well, coincidentally, for the last month, every night I've been waking up in an absolute sweat. I'm not drinking alcohol, so it's no alcohol. I don't take I'm not taking drugs or anything, so it's not drugs or alcohol. It's purely the temperatures, and other people in the same household are feeling this. That the temperatures are massively rising. We noticed this a couple of years ago. That come about midnight, the temperatures start to rise, and then peak at about 3 o'clock in the morning, which is crazy because um, well, there's no sun to heat. You can understand it in the day, and you can understand if it was building. You will get hot nights, but you don't get a cold day and then a hot night. And then I look through to see if there's anything in the news about it. And this is a report from Friday, 26th of July, 2019. Heat burst. If you slept badly last night, this could be why. Some parts of Lincolnshire saw a temporary spike of 10 degrees at around 10:20, meaning temperatures in the evening reached 32 degrees. For many people, trying to sleep last night will have been nearly impossible. The UK saw its second warmest day on record on Thursday, with temperatures as high as 38 degrees in Cambridge, with other areas not far off. And making things worse, last night saw a rare phenomenon known as heat burst that caused a spike in temperatures in the evening. Well, I've been on this planet over 50 years, and I've been all over the world, and I've never seen an increase in temperature at night caused by anything. It's certainly not caused by bloody thunderstorms. Um, so if you're having trouble with your tomato fruit set, this could be why. And this just seems like more weather fuckery. Um, we're having frost in mighty just as just as you're setting out your vegetables. Um, Now you've got your tomatoes established. It's the same with the strawberries. They started establishing well. This should be an absolute ripper of a year because everything's growing in the conservatory. I should have more tomatoes than I could deal with. I've had one tomato that was semi-ripe, and now they're just not setting fruit. So I think I'll go down and have a look at the tomatoes, and I'll show you what I mean. This is just newly decorated, this hallway. It's all nice and new. So, right, let's go through. Go to the conservatory. To the team in the kitchen. And it's a bit of a mess because I've been decorating, as I say, but over to the tomatoes, these are the ones here in here. See, we've got a couple of flowers there. I don't know if you can see them. A couple of flowers on there. But no fruit. These are what set ages ago. Um, these ones set ages ago, and now they're not ripening because ripening because there's no sun. So they're not setting. The ones that are set are not ripening. This one, it forms the flowers, but it won't set fruit with hot nights, and it just keeps dropping the flowers. So tonight I'm going to leave the windows open in here probably and see how we get on. Chili seems to be okay. They don't seem to be bothered, but the strawberries and the tomatoes, what should have been a bumper year has turned out terrible. Got tomatoes out here. Now these probably are not setting because it's too cold in the day, so we're getting these have got more flowers on than the indoor ones, but not many more. So the chilies are doing well, but tomatoes, as I say, we should be, even the strawberries, we've just been picking one strawberry a day and that's about it, 1 or 2 strawberries. So I'm going to dig them out and put them out in the garden for next year. It just seems like something or someone is doing their best to stop anyone cropping any amount of food this year. That might sound crazy, but I've been gardening long enough to know when I'm being fucked over by the weather. There's the chilies anyway. That's BBG Mant Black. Even the eggplants are slow. They're putting out flowers now. These strawberries put out flowers, but nothing great. As I say, the chilies are doing okay. Peppers are coming along nicely. That's a decent sized pepper. That's a King of the North. Then we got bubble gums. 7-pot bubble gum, I think that is. Bloody camera. Oh, where is it? There it is. That's the pod. Borg 9 Red. That's what that one is. But there we go. So what started off to be an absolute cracking year for food production is turning into a bit of a dog. And I've noticed, in fact we'll go and have a look. Can't find my shoes. Go down the garden. I'd say it now because it's too windy out there. Which is another thing, it's destroying a lot of the stuff that has been planted with these high winds now, as you can see. Echiums are bending like anything. But the beans that I put down there, again, they're putting out flowers, but they're not setting. They're not setting the beans. It's bizarre. Anyway, let's go and have a look. None of the fruit set well this year. On the trees, only the apples. Apples are almost impossible to muck up, but none of the fruit set. These are the beans. Now these should be starting to form now. Loads and loads of flowers, loads and loads of plants. Not a single bean showing yet. I would expect it, even in the ones that have been overwintered. These we put in this year, but when they're looking really healthy, I expect I will get beans off them. But the flowers just seem to be dropping. Look, there we are. You see these? They're not setting, they're just dropping off. Absolutely strange. I'd say someone's mucking about with the temperatures to stop things setting. I just wonder if people in this, I'm right down in the south of England, furthest part south you can get pretty much on the Isle of Wight. I just wonder if other people are having similar issues. I know I've got a little bean down here that's been in over winter. In fact, can't even see that in there now. That was down there. Here it is. It's not. There's one bean. One bean. Now that was absolutely covered in flowers. Got one bean on it. That's where we should be with them upper ones. They should be starting to form. There's absolutely nothing on that. That was absolutely packed with flowers. Well, there we have it. The Echiums. mess around here. But there's tomatoes here. Again, nothing really happening, although being outside I wouldn't expect much, but the indoor ones I certainly would. Chilies are happy enough out here. In fact, there's one there. Got loads on it. They look like habaneros or something. See, that's got more flowers on it than them big tomatoes, and that's just a little dwarf. So, anyone else having problems? Same problems as me with these tomatoes not setting. Quite worrying actually, because I wanted to use this year to get right off to sort of set up for next year, just to see how much food I could actually produce. But I think we're looking at a couple of pounds of tomatoes rather than, I mean, in the past I've had 30 or 40 kilos where I've had to go and give them away to the pubs. Nice chilli on there. Yeah, chilies are doing alright, but you can't live on chilies. This is broccoli, and that cucumbers didn't germinate. Potatoes are ready to go in. I should put them in pots. See, there's flowers, but they're just not setting. Same with them beans out there. Anyway, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a disastrous year.